Councils are warning they face a funding shortfall of £54 billion over the next 5 years on the back of rising demand for services and transport. New analysis has found 6 in 10 county and unitary authorities in rural areas won't be financially viable by 2028. Well, let's bring in Tim Oliver, Chair of the County Councils Network, who joins us now. Thank you for your time, Tim. Just talk to us more broadly about the concerns you're airing this morning.
Yeah, so this is an independent report by sector experts, and what it shows is that over the next 5 years, without further funding or without reform to the way in which we deliver our services to the most vulnerable residents actually in our society, then many councils will face bankruptcy, and that is a situation that clearly we cannot tolerate.
You say funding and reform. Let's split it into two. If you were to get the funding you need, what would you be looking for? An increase in council taxes, and if so, to what degree, or an increase from central government?
Well, predominantly an increase from central government. So I'd say we support vulnerable adults, those with accessing adult social care, children with additional needs. These are things that central government really should be funding. Even if every council were to put up its council tax by 3%, there would still be a £38 billion funding gap. So that isn't, in itself, is not the solution to this.
And with regards to reform, to what degree is there potential for reform? For example, is there the potential to kind of nationalise and pool resources for things like social care, adult care?
Well, I don't think nationalisation will help here. I mean, first, predominantly what we have to sort of focus on, both local government and indeed probably the health system, is on investment in prevention. That is, an early intervention. So getting in resources to those people at a very early stage to stop them falling into chronic, physical or mental disabilities. So that's what we want first of all, is additional money to do that. I mean, this government is actually promoting the same approach as the last government in terms of devolution. It's actually looking at pushing powers and responsibilities, accountabilities further down to local regions rather than to nationalise things. And I think that's absolutely right, but that needs to bring with it proper funding. And possibly actually fiscal devolution, give local authorities the ability to manage their income, their resources more appropriately, rather than having a national system.
How